Right now, as you're watching this, there are cells inside your body that have gone rogue. They're damaged, they're mutated, and they are quietly multiplying. Your body knows they're there. It has a built-in system designed to hunt them down, rip them apart, and recycle them for spare parts. But here's the terrifying part. You've been accidentally shutting that system off every single day with food. Stay with me because what I'm about to reveal will fundamentally change the way you think about eating, aging, and the disease that affects nearly 1 in 2 people. Almost 1 in 2 people will develop cancer in the US, and the weapon against it isn't in a pharmacy. It's already inside you, lying dormant, waiting to be activated. I'm talking about autophagy. The word comes from the Greek for self and to eat. It literally means self-eating. Sounds horrifying, but it's the opposite. Autophagy is an evolutionarily conserved process by which cells degrade and recycle damaged organelles, misfolded proteins, and macromolecules to maintain cellular homeostasis. Think of your body as a hyper-advanced smart city. Over time, some buildings start crumbling, foundations crack, walls rot. Most people just keep painting over them, keep feeding them resources, keep pretending they're fine. But autophagy is the city's elite demolition crew. It identifies the most dangerous, structurally condemned buildings, tears them down brick by brick, and hands those raw materials to the construction crews reinforcing healthy structures nearby. Now here's where this gets absolutely wild. In 2016, Yoshinori Osumi was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for his discoveries of mechanisms for autophagy. In a series of brilliant experiments in the early 1990s, he identified genes essential for autophagy in yeast, then showed that similar sophisticated machinery is used in our cells. This wasn't fringe science. This was Nobel Prize-winning, paradigm-shifting research that proved your cells have a built-in self-cleaning protocol. And the single most powerful trigger for that protocol? Not a supplement, not a drug, fasting. But not the little 16-hour skip breakfast fast everyone talks about. I'm talking about what happens at 72 hours. That's where everything changes. Here's what your body does when you stop feeding it for 3 days. First, insulin drops. That nightclub bouncer hormone that's been locking all your fat behind a velvet rope finally steps aside. Your liver burns through its glycogen reserves, breaks down triglycerides to fatty acids, and your brain starts running on ketone bodies produced from those fatty acids. Your metabolism doesn't slow down. It switches fuel sources. You become a fat-burning furnace. But here's the part nobody tells you. While that metabolic switch is flipping, something far more powerful is happening at the cellular level. Fasting can induce autophagy, a process where the body clears damaged cells and regenerates healthier ones, and it may make cancer cells more vulnerable by depriving them of glucose and other essential nutrients needed for rapid proliferation. Your microscopic demolition crew wakes up and starts identifying every broken, precancerous, mutated cell in your body. And it doesn't just flag them, it dismantles them and hands the parts to healthy cells for rebuilding. Now think about what cancer cells actually are. They're confused, rebellious cells that refuse to stop growing. They feed on way more glucose than normal cells. Cancer cells exhibit altered metabolism, often called the Warburg effect, where they preferentially rely on glycolysis for energy even in the presence of oxygen. So when you fast, you're essentially cutting their supply line. You're starving the enemy while fortifying your own army. And the research backs this up in jaw-dropping ways. Normal cells enter a maintenance phase during fasting, conserving energy and recovering from stress, while cancerous cells, unable to slow their growth, continue dividing and become more exposed to cytotoxic effects. This differential response is one of the most promising aspects of integrating fasting into cancer therapy. It gets even staggering. Research demonstrated that a 48-hour fast reduced glucose and IGF-1 levels by 60 and 70% respectively in a breast cancer model, and in a colon cancer model, it inhibited tumor growth without causing permanent weight loss. Read that again. Tumor growth inhibited, not by chemo, not by radiation, by not eating. And here's the biological superpower you never knew you had. A 72-hour fast raises average growth hormone levels by 287%. Growth hormone, the same compound people pay thousands of dollars to inject. Your pituitary gland is flooding your bloodstream with it for free. In adipose tissue, growth hormone has a catabolic effect where it metabolizes triglycerides to free fatty acids. It's literally commanding your body to tear apart stored fat for fuel while protecting your lean muscle. Now, I need you to understand something. This is not about willpower. This is not about punishing yourself. Your past failures with dieting aren't your fault. Your body isn't broken. It's just been following the orders you gave it. Every 3 hours you ate, you told your body to store, not clean, to build, not repair. You kept your demolition crew locked in the basement. Researchers found that a fasting-mimicking diet, when used alongside treatment, raises levels of bone marrow cells that generate immune cells like T cells, B cells, and natural killer cells that infiltrate tumors. They even saw that protective T regulatory cells shielding the cancer were expelled. Your immune system doesn't just wake up, it goes to war. But forget everything mainstream health told you about eating 6 small meals a day to keep your metabolism running. That advice kept your insulin high, your autophagy suppressed, and your cellular recycling crew permanently benched. Fasting, by inhibiting the mTOR pathway and activating AMPK, induces autophagy, which can both limit cancer cell proliferation and enhance the effectiveness of treatments. Now, am I telling you to run out and do a 72-hour fast tomorrow with no preparation? Absolutely not. The clinical application still requires additional research, and significant challenges remain, including individual patient responses, the risk of malnutrition, and the lack of standardized protocols. You build to this. You work with your body, not against it. You start with 16 hours, then 24, then 36. You earn 72 hours. But now you know the truth. You have a demolition crew inside you that can hunt damaged cells, dismantle precancerous threats, and rebuild your body from the inside out. You have a biological superpower that most people will never activate because no one told them it existed. Until now. If this just rewired how you think about your own biology, smash that like button hard your phone feels it. Subscribe to this channel for more no BS health science that the mainstream won't touch. Share this video with one person you care about who is still eating every 3 hours and wondering why they feel broken. They're not broken. They just haven't flipped the switch yet. Now, go flip it.